statements and the relational operators. Now let's move on to else-if statements. To do this, I'm going to create an age variable. So we'll just set age is equal to 16. Now let's say if parentheses age is less than 13, colon print I am young. Now I want to add my else if statement for a condition that is between 13 and 18. Else if is basically an if statement that follows another if statement. So I can say else if, which in Python will be elif, and then my condition will follow that, which is going to be in parentheses age, and that is going to be greater than or equal to 13, and age is less than or equal to 20, and then colon. Notice over here I said and. So we need both of these conditions to be true in order for us to satisfy our condition. This and basically means that we're combining both of these two conditions together, and if either one of these two conditions is not met, then this elif statement would be invalid. So if these two conditions are true, we'll print you are a teen, and then lastly I will say else colon print you are an adult. And once again, make sure you have colons after your if and else statements and that your indents are aligned properly. So now let me expand on the and part. Basically, the and signifies that both conditions must be true for the code to execute. So let's say if parentheses 5 is greater than 3 and 2 is greater than 1, print high. And since both of these conditions are true, Python will print high. However, if one of these conditions are wrong or were to be wrong, Python will not print high. So let's do if parentheses 5 is less than 3 and then 2 is greater than 1, print high, then nothing will happen. However, you can also use an or condition instead of an and condition. An or condition basically says that only one of the two conditions must be true for the code to execute. So I can reuse my same code and say if 5 is greater than 3 or 2 is greater than 1, print high, and it will print high. And it will also print high when both conditions are true, as we saw right now. But when both conditions are false, if 5 is less than 3 and 2 is less than 1, will print high. It will print nothing since neither of the condition will have been met, and it will not execute the code. And if only one of these conditions is true, so if we have 5 is less than 3, so if 5 is less than 3 and then 2 is greater than 1 and print high, then it will print high because one of these conditions is true. And yeah, that's basically the condition statements, conditional statements in Python, just the if and else statements.